Hi there, Pam Coburn-Litvak here. In this series, you and I are looking at the 4 main roads out of anxiety and depression. The second road involves being a realist. And this may sound counterintuitive at first, because most of us who suffer with depression or anxiety would say that we're realists already, and we would absolutely mean it. We believe we see the world more clearly than most. And you know what? We're not completely wrong. There is such a thing as depressive realism, where depressed individuals sometimes make more accurate judgment calls than non-depressed individuals. For example, research shows that non-depressed individuals tend to think things will work out better, they will perform better, and they will have more control over life than they actually do. We think there's kind of a spectrum for this. Non-depressed individuals tend to view life through rose-colored glasses, while the lenses of mildly depressed individuals are crystal clear. Severely depressed individuals wear a completely different sort of distorted eyewear. Their glasses can be cracked and cloudy, coloring the world in a dark, more sinister way. You've probably heard these 2 extremes called by different names: optimism and pessimism. Optimists commonly think the bad stuff that happens is only temporary and abnormal, like snowflakes in summer, so it can't possibly last. But the good stuff will be like eternal spring, lasting forever. Pessimists turn this thinking around. They see the good things that happen in life as just dumb luck and as short-lived as snowflakes in August. They view the bad stuff as eternal winter, never leaving, never getting better. Pessimism can be hazardous for our health. In one recent study of over 70,000 women, the least optimistic were 30% more likely to die than the most optimistic. This included all major causes of death: heart disease, stroke, cancer, respiratory disease, and infection. So the realism part of depressive realism may be only relative. Depressed individuals don't stray too far into optimistic territory, but they do tend to camp out in the land of eternal pessimism, where they think things will work out worse, they will perform worse, and they'll have less control over life events than they actually do. A true realist understands that life is a mixed bag of good and bad. Bad stuff is bound to happen once in a while, and may not necessarily be anyone's fault. But good stuff is bound to happen too. True realism is the goal of cognitive behavioral therapy. It requires examining our thoughts for any whiffs of unrealistic pessimism. We don't have to deny that bad things happen, but we do have to learn to judge their impact in a realistic and honest way. When we're struggling with our pessimism, here are some questions we can ask ourselves. Is there more than one way to look at this? Is there a more positive way to look at this? How could I put this problem into a realistic perspective? Can something good come out of a bad outcome? What are some positive goals I can work toward, even if a bad outcome happens? Let's make an important distinction here. Rose-colored vision can sometimes result in a kind of colorblindness that insists that everything is going to work out in the end, no matter what. That's not realism. A better term for that would be idealism, and it's not the goal here. Instead, we're talking about a truly healthy worldview that prepares us for even the worst outcome, yet still hopes for the best. This is called optimistic realism. Author Vera Nazarian describes the difference this way. When bobbing for apples, an idealist endlessly reaches for the best apple. A pessimist settles for the first one within reach, while an optimist drains the barrel, fishes out all the apples, and makes pie. Please like and share this content, and take a few seconds right now to subscribe. Thanks so much.